Whoa. What's this old stuff? Oh, my YouTube channel. Completely empty. The original Blackmagic Design pocket cinema camera. Wow, am I about to make a new video? Jump cut. Okay, in this video, I'm going to tell you why the Blackmagic pocket cinema camera could actually be, the original one, the 5-year-old model, could be a really good camera investment for you. I've spent the last few months going mad trying to lust after all these new camera announcements, updates, and all these new features that I don't have in my current camera system. Canon EOS R, amazing. The A7 III, amazing. Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, amazing. I'm shooting on cameras that are 3 or 4 years old now. I don't shoot in 4K. I wish I had more dynamic range. And I was thinking of selling some of the gear that I just don't use anymore. And I was kind of sweeping the shelves. I found this guy, the Blackmagic Design Pocket Cinema Camera. Firstly, I forgot how small this thing is. It's amazing. I got lucky enough to get my hands on the new Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. That is an awesome, awesome camera. So I was like, do I sell this thing or do I keep it? You can buy them used for probably $500 US. You can buy them new still, brand new, for like $900 from B&H. And it got me thinking that this could actually be, if you're getting into video production, or if you're getting into filmmaking, this could be a really solid investment. But I haven't used this camera. When was the last time I used this camera? I used it on a zombie comedy thing I did years ago now, and I used it for one shot, like a snorri cam. That was a pretty cool shot. And I think I might have even bought the Pocket Cinema camera to get that shot. You can even see the still fake blood on on the top. Sugary snack. Anyway, this thing is a beast because, yeah, it's a small sensor. It's a Super 16mm sensor. The sensor is absolutely tiny, but it can shoot. One of its biggest selling points, it can shoot raw CinemaDNG video. And so it uses 13 stops of dynamic range, 13 stops that you can get when shooting raw. And that's a big deal for people who want to be cinematographers or cinematographers. And I hadn't used this for so long, so I think, you know what, let's decide whether or not I should sell this or not by making a video. It shoots 1080p in 24 frames. It doesn't have any slow-mo. That's obviously a bit of a shame. It doesn't shoot in 4K. That's a bit of a shame. It's still a really good camera. The battery life sucks. You can turn the camera on and off again, and then on again and lose 30% of charge. It will give you a warning when there's low battery and then completely turn off. I hear they have that same problem in the new Pocket Cinema 4K. But still, I think at the time this cost me like $1,000 Australian dollars, maybe a little bit more. And it could shoot raw, and I never really got into the system. I don't think we can film as is. I don't have any micro four thirds lenses. So we're gonna get a few things on this bad boy before we use it. So I remember I bought a cage at the same time, and it kind of fits around. There we go. Yeah, it adds a little bit of weight to it, which is good. So lens, we need a lens adapter, and I only really use Canon lenses. Again, another kind of downside of this is because the sensor, I think the original crop was 2.9 or something crazy. So trying to get a wide angle shot, I mean, I have I think 11mm was the widest I had, and that worked out at 33, wide, but that's a bit crazy. I've got a 24-105 f4 on here because it has image stabilization. This is an old camera, no way is there any stabilization on the sensor. Yay, it's working! Woo! It doesn't feel like a proper camera yet. The monitor is absolutely terrible, so I need a monitor on here. Maybe I put like a handle or something here. Okay, boosh, look at this. Beast mode activated. So I've got an old SmallHD 502. Yeah, I feel like I could actually Like, it has a bit of weight to it now, which is good. I can probably feel like I can run and gun a little bit. But of course, the only way to really tell if it's still a good camera is to shoot something. So, what are you doing now? Well, that was super annoying. I kind of, obviously because I haven't used these batteries for a long time, they couldn't even hold a charge for 5 minutes. But don't worry, I found another solution for one of the weaknesses of this camera, of which there are many. I got an adapter, a battery plate adapter. I think this one's from SmallRig. Take the power from Sony MP style batteries. I have a ton of them lying around from other camera support and cameras over the years, so I actually can run longer than 5 minutes, and now we can actually go and film something. So rather than have you watch us make a curry, which was delicious by the way, shame you didn't get to see me eat that, let me just show you what I've been shooting the last few weeks. So hopefully you agree there, this camera can produce a nice image. So when you can control a lot of these cameras' weaknesses, namely the battery issue, its onboard mic is crap, so you definitely need to run dual sync sound or have a proper sound recorder handy. If you are rolling with sound, you need the ability to monitor. You know, it's a crap LCD screen. The menu system sucks. Yeah, I can keep going on about the things I hate about this camera, but I still can't get over the image. I still can't get over that for less than $1,000 used, you can get essentially a brain, a sensor that allows you to stick whatever kind of accessory you want on. And yeah, look, if you can live with the weaknesses, you can pick up and put this camera in your pocket literally and go and shoot on native micro four thirds lenses and go and create nice images. But this is a brain more than anything else. It allows you to adapt any kind of lens system you want onto the camera. It is an incredible sensor. It can capture a wide dynamic range. The control you have over your image, because it is capturing a higher bit depth than normal DSLR mirrorless cameras. Not all these days, granted, but most are just capturing an 8-bit image. Even in 4K, A7S II, 8-bit internal. I suppose that kind of moves on to why or who this camera is really for. I think when it first came out, because of its price point, a lot of people who are maybe just starting getting into filmmaking, into video production, might have actually looked at this camera as a serious investment. But I imagine if they did that, they would have hit all these other barriers and not really gotten the benefits of a camera system like this. The benefits are really the sensor. The benefits are the image quality you can get. For a camera less than $10,000, I don't see any other camera beating Blackmagic on skin tones. I just really, really like the colors that this sensor and, you know, pretty much every other sensor Blackmagic produces now and uses in their cameras. It's just phenomenal. So I said at the start of this video, this could be a camera that anyone can pick up, used for less than $1,000, and start making great images. And that is true. But this camera isn't for people brand new to filmmaking. It's not for people brand new to even cinematography. It's not for people who do want a run and gun solution, because you need to do a lot to it to be able to get to the stage of run and gun. And then, you know, in this day and age in 2019, there are cameras that are cheaper that will do things easier and, dare I say, better out of the box. Any, you know, Canon camera, even sub $1,000, you can pick up a DSLR or mirrorless cameras now and just start running and shooting with them. They produce great images. If you're looking to get into cinematography, if you're looking to be someone who can really control an image, I hope to do that. I hope to get better at my cinematography. Then this camera, again used, I wouldn't buy it new. I would go for the Pocket Cinema 4K if you really wanted to go with something new and have that control over the image. If you weren't going another mirrorless system, used to start getting an understanding in the 12-bit color space, to really getting an understanding of the power of dynamic range. This could be a good solution, or rather this is still a good solution however many years later. I'm excited for my next camera, which will be the Pocket Cinema 4K, because it just builds on what was a fairly solid foundation, and again, for all the weaknesses that camera has, it can still, man, produce incredible images, and that's what we're here for, right? So thanks for following on. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Would you ever consider buying a used Pocket Cinema camera? How would you go about trying to kind of take your cinematography to the next level, your color grading to the next level? Would something like this interest you, or would you be going for another camera system, and why? Let me know in the comments below, and give me a thumbs up, guys. Would really appreciate it. It helps me make more videos, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye bye.